Welcome, little explorers, to a magical story from Flower-Flicker Meadow. Are you ready for an adventure? Let's begin reading. Bella Bee and the Broken Web. In this sunny, happy meadow lived a cheerful little bee named Bella. Her black and yellow stripes were as bright as sunshine, and her tiny wings sang a happy song wherever she went. Bella loved to fly from flower to flower, gathering sweet nectar and spreading cheer. One afternoon, a big grumpy wind started to howl through the meadow. It sounded like an angry giant. Bella was zipping past a big oak tree when she saw something sad. Grandpa Spider's beautiful silvery web, which usually sparkled in the sun, was torn to pieces. The wind had ripped it into sad, dangling threads. Poor Grandpa Spider! His 8 little legs were trembling as he tried to fix the broken web all by himself. Big dark rain clouds were rolling in fast, promising a heavy storm. Bella thought about her cozy hive, where warm honey tea was waiting. It would be so easy to just fly home and be safe. But then, a little whisper in her heart said, "Kindness is stronger than any storm." Bella knew what she had to do. She flew down and landed gently on a nearby daisy. "Grandpa Spider," she buzzed softly, "may I help you rebuild your home?" Grandpa Spider looked up, and his tiny eyes sparkled with hope. "Oh, Bella, would you really?" he asked, his voice wobbly. "That would be wonderful." So, together, they became the perfect building team. Bella used her strong little legs to carry sticky silk threads that Grandpa Spider gave her. While Bella flew back and forth, Grandpa spun amazing new patterns that glittered like diamonds in the fading light. They worked so well together. Sometimes the wind would blow them sideways, and they would giggle and do little somersaults in the air. It was hard work, but they made it fun. By sunset, just as the first raindrops began to fall, the web was finished. It was even stronger and more beautiful than before. The raindrops that got caught in the new web looked like tiny sparkling jewels. Grandpa Spider was so happy and thanked Bella with all his heart. 3 days later, something terrible happened. A huge storm washed through Flower-Flicker Meadow, and half of the beautiful flowers were gone. In Bella's hive, there was no nectar left. All the bees buzzed with worry. What would they eat? How would they make their honey? Just when things seemed hopeless, a surprising visitor arrived at the hive. It was Grandpa Spider. And he wasn't alone. Behind him were hundreds of his spider friends, all carrying something shiny. They had collected drops of nectar and saved them in tiny delicate silk bottles. "This is for Bella's kind heart," Grandpa Spider announced proudly to the whole hive. All the bees cheered so loudly that the clover on the ground trembled. Thanks to the spiders, the bees had enough nectar to make the sweetest, most golden honey the meadow had ever tasted. Bella learned a very important lesson that day. She realized that one small act of kindness is like planting a tiny seed. With a little time, that one seed can grow into a whole garden of happiness. From that day forward, every single bee in Flower-Flicker Meadow made sure to do something kind for someone else before the sun went down. And the moral of our story is this: kindness always circles back to you, often bigger and sweeter than when you first gave it. Thank you so much for joining our story time today. If you loved Bella's adventure, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time.